So hey guys, how are you all? Welcome to my new video, guys. In this video, I'm gonna explain you nuclear thermal propulsion. It sounds little bit hard, but it's not. If you know chemical rockets, then it's very easy. In chemical rockets, if you know the in chemical rockets there are fuels and oxidizers, and we both call them propellants. They can be liquid, solid, and solid liquid. Yeah. So this is the structure of chemical rockets. That's the. I'm telling about nuclear thermal rockets. What are these? In the rocket there is a nuclear reactor, and if there is nuclear reactor, then definitely there is some nuclear reactions, and there, because of the nuclear reactions, we know that it produces lots of energy, and the same happens there too. It produces a lot of heat, and we pass the hydrogen gas through it. It's a nuclear reactor in the rocket, and it's what we can say, there is a happening nuclear reaction at the time, and we pass cold hydrogen gas through it. The hydrogen gas passing through it, creating very high thrust, and going up like with very high speed. We you know In rockets, we calculate speed with ISPs in specific I'm so sorry, guys. We call that specific impulse. So yeah, if you're going to calculate the maximum ISP of any chemical rocket, you will see its maximum can be 400. Okay, but in nuclear thermal rockets, it is double. It's 900 ISP. So yeah, so you might be thinking that if it's this much good, this can literally half hour, if you are taking 2 to 3 days to go to moon, we can do this work in just 1.5 day. And if chemical rockets are taking 9 months to reach the Mars planet, the nuclear thermal rocket will reduce it to 4.5 months.